The following changes have occurred over the past 24 hours. In the Pavlovski sector of the front, a unit of the 90th Tank Division, in cooperation with a soldier of the 41st Army, continues to put pressure. In the southern coverage, west of Filai, it expands to a controlled territory with the acquisition of a part of the forest area. The warriors are gradually strengthening the formed ledge. There is also a work process going on to the west in the Ivanovka area. Near the northeastern outskirts of the point, aerial reconnaissance detected an enemy fortification. Kamenkaz's drone hit him. Novopavlovka combat groups are working to further advance in that large village. In the Sumy direction, the detachments of the North Group continue to move forward. In the Andreevka area on December 16th, the fighters reached the outskirts of this point. More than half of the village is under the control of the Russian side. The enemy, mainly by the 225th Regiment, has been unsuccessfully trying to regain lost positions all the time. It returns to its original positions with losses. No changes have been noticed in other areas. Fighting remains active in the Krasnopolsky sector of the front in the Grabovsky area. The infantry is constantly supported by UAV rocket launchers. Balkovo-Yavitskoye is located near the southwestern outskirts of this village. Basically, the enemy is holding positions there. The calculation of the heat of the sun by thermobars is processed by the APU. An example of a cover next to the coffin is given. The military is also working on enemy manpower in the neighboring Reznu. In this event, one of the APU lay down before targeting a Russian drone. Perhaps he was already wounded then. The drone flew nearby. The second of the APU decided to leave this place as soon as possible. Later, the operator showed objective control of the first one, who was either seriously injured or already dead by that time. The Ukrainian command, fearing further advance by the Russian side, deployed a unit of the 122nd TRU Brigade. The warriors are grinding down their reserves and moving forward. A promotion is added between the coffin and the high one. In the entire direction over the past day, the enemy's losses have forced 80 personnel. 3 UAV control points were destroyed. Russian troops are also putting pressure on the Great Kuga sector of the front in the Kolodezny area. South of Dvoroshinskoye, during the offensive, the fighters expanded the control zone with the capture of forest plantations and woodlands. There is a gradual process of approaching the large village of Kolodeznoye. The Russian side has more space on the western side of the Oskol River. To prevent the Russian side from moving further, it strengthens its positions and remotely mines the approaches to their points. The percentage of regions is being updated today. As before, the fighting is still positional in the Kherson region. In the Kharkiv region, for the first time, the dynamics turned out to be slightly negative, minus 0.05%. This is due to the Kupinsk area, when the Ukrainian armed forces began to attack massively from about December 10th. Due to the numerical advantage, the enemy temporarily managed to advance. In other areas of Volchansk, Kolodeznovo and Bogoslavka, the Ukrainian side is retreating. In the Zaporizhia region, Russian troops made a breakthrough. We released a little more than 1%. Last month, the positive indicator was almost the same. A change in the line of collision is observed in the Guliai Pole sector of the front and in the Stepnogorsk area. There is a slight positive change in the territory of the Dnipropetrovsk region, which brought the indicator to almost 1.5%. It is worth adding here that the soldiers have opened a new combat area in the area of Novopongorodny, where the fighters are pushing through the positions of the Ukrainian forces at that point. Offensive actions resumed in Sumy region. The units of the North Group control a little more than 1% of the territory during the work process. Also this month, the military opened a new combat area in the Grabovsky area. On the territory of the LPR, Russian troops are systematically clearing a small part of the unoccupied area from Nadia to Novomikhailovka. 0.22% remain to the absolute value. So far, according to the situation of active hostilities in the information field, this region will still appear. In the Donetsk People's Republic, the soldiers crossed the 80% line for the first time. There are a new dozen ahead to approach 90%. There is intense pressure on the enemy in the direction of Slavensk, in the area of Konstantinovka, on the outskirts of Dobropole. The total change was almost 512 square kilometers. Despite the stubborn resistance of the enemy, Russian troops are still squeezing out the Ukrainian forces, mainly from the DPR and the Zaporizhia region. The fighting continues.